let's go ahead and get to this Eagles-Chargers game, though, on a little Monday night out there in Los Angeles. Jason, you kind of summed up the game by tweeting FML. If you want to tell everybody why you tweeted that.
It was a frustrating game to watch as an Eagles fan. We just continually kept kicking ourselves in the foot. And I mean, it was, turnovers, penalty down low takes us off the 2-yard line. I mean, it was just one thing after the other. Very frustrating game. It felt like there was more to be had. It did feel like we were starting to click. And then every second we got into the red zone, turnover. Every single time we got a chance to get a touchdown, we get knocked back and kick a field goal. We missed a field goal. I mean, it's just not too much different than the Chiefs game. And it's man, we had our opportunities, more than our opportunities. And we did a lot of really good things in the game against a really good team, against a really good defense. The Chargers defense is one of the better units in the NFL, statistically and personnel-wise. One of my favorite defensive players in the league, and Derwin James over there. Love watching that guy every chance I get to see him play. So, yeah, just a really frustrating game, and it ended in a very frustrating fashion where we're putting together a great drive, playing outstanding ball in overtime, driving the length of the field, and then the interception to lose. It was just a gut-wrenching way to end that one. And, we needed to get some momentum back. And unfortunately, a very sloppy game again leaves the Eagles in another week of frustration. And listen, if we take care of business and don't have these mistakes, it's going in a different direction, and we're rolling. So it was a frustrating game.
You mentioned that last turnover that kind of sealed it, but 8 combined turnovers.
Dude, it was nuts. It was
the ball was in butter. Quarter alone.
I don't even know what.
It's insane. There's a few. On
the one play, obviously, the interception from Jalen. They pick it up. We force a fumble. Jalen recovers it. And then while he's still trying to get control of that thing, he fumbles it. It was just a comedy of turnovers all game long. There
were a lot of what the fuck plays. And Hurts actually became the first player since 1978 with 2 turnovers on the same play, which tells you how rare that shit is when it happens. But 6 in the second quarter alone is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a horrendous game of ball security, which is not. Listen, Jalen, I know the last couple of weeks have been rough for him. This is one of the things he's done well his whole career, is taking care of the football. And it's unfortunately been 2 out of, I guess, character or not common games from him and from our team that have really cost us. I mean, this offense has been so stagnant in the 3 and outs, and it's struggled to get anything going the last couple of weeks. This team the defense is great. The defense was phenomenal in this game, outside of the Bears game and maybe one other one against the Giants. They've been great all season. Offensively, they're looking for who they are. It looks like they're looking for that identity, right? And there's so many good pieces, and all these plays are great individual plays for this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. And it's just, who are we and what are we going to be about? And throughout Jalen's tenure, and I think what lends itself to the best for this team is, man, we gotta attack the line of scrimmage with one of the best running backs in the game and just repeatedly stick to that, and then take our shots down the field. It doesn't need to be this kind of crazy, outlandish thing. And I know everybody's talking about the scheme and whatnot. There were plays in this game to be had. There were opportunities. Guys were open. Yeah. I thought that, quite frankly, we had a really good game offensively.
I thought you guys did.
Outside
Obviously,
of the
turnovers are crazy.
Yeah.
And
I think that there's some positive things moving forward. First of all, the defense is still playing out of their mind. But listen, if that run game can keep going like that, you got stretch working. You can do a lot of things off a stretch. You got split zone, attacking the line of scrimmage. I know everybody talks about under center versus gun. I really just think about it just build a wall, get running off the ball, and make those guys stop that. In order to stop that, you gotta commit to the line of scrimmage, and then that opens things behind them. And they're a good team as well. Jesse Minter did some things that threw us off on plays here and there. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
I thought it was overall, there's a lot of positive to take away from the game, in a game that looks really negative because of the extremely bad plays that happened. There were some good things, in my opinion, on that tape. I thought the guys ran block better than they have in a while. I thought the tight ends did a pretty darn good job in this game for the most part. And yeah, I mean, uncharacteristic game for Jalen. He cleans that up. Full confidence he will. And the defense keeps playing like this. I know that's a lot of ifs and buts and candies and nuts. But, yeah.
I hear you, Coach Kels. Does getting Lane Johnson back soon help? Yes, of course it does. Why is that even a question? Hopefully you guys can get him back. Hopefully Landon's not too banged up. Then he can keep things rolling. I know he got a little banged up and came out for a quick second.
Yeah, I think he had a calf injury. I think that's what it was listed, but he came back in late, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just keep it moving to positivity rabbit. So this has been a thing with the offensive line for a while now?
No, this is the first time it showed up. I thought it was Landon because it feels like Landon's sense of humor. Landon said it wasn't him. I have no idea where this fucking rabbit came from.
There you go. It showed up today, and the offensive lineman stressed to me that they are not sad. They just wanted good vibes, Bunny. This is from Ashley Sullivan. I would assume a reporter out there in the Philly area.
At the end of the week, this positivity rabbit showed up in the locker room. And obviously this is kind of like somebody trying to, it's a lot of negativity in Philadelphia and before the game for an 8-4 team that's first in their division and certainly looking like they're going to be in the playoffs. I think the team was trying to make a statement like, hey, we're all in on this together. We feel like we're still the real deal.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I don't really like the rabbit. I think it's kind of like, it's a little hokey, but listen, if they like it, who the fuck? I don't really give a fuck that much, but you got to go back it up. You go out there and you turn the ball over a bunch and largely you're the reason that you lose the game. Rabbit's got to fucking eat carrots. Get the fuck out of here, Rabbit.
Get the antics out of here. I hear you.
Bad vibe. It didn't work. What did they say about it? So it showed up today in the offensive line. Stressed to me they are not sad. They just wanted good vibes, Bunny. So you're asking, Brandon, should they ditch the rabbit or double down with more rabbits?
Just put more rabbits in. Which way do you go with this? You're saying get rid of it?
I think they tried it. It didn't work. You got to ditch the rabbit. I mean, the whole thing's got to go.
It's got to go. Yeah, I kind of agree with you.
Or do you double down? It's a good question.
Do you put different holiday mascots in there? Do you get a leprechaun? Do you get?
I mean, the more rabbits is funny. I don't know how much you want to joke around about just
at this point, fucking
a season going the wrong direction right now. But
if I'm losing, not winning, we got to get rid of that shit.
That's I honestly, if I'm being very brutally honest, I thought it was a surprise to see the rabbit because I'm like, it's a sign of just like too much like joking around with something that I think is like actually like you should be really fucking pissed off with the way you're playing. And it's okay to be positive, but like, this is something you do when everything's rolling and you're freaking performing well. You don't do antics like this when you've shit the bed for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, we got a Monsters Fun Day football. Is this a Jason Kelce Monsters Inc.?
It is. This is pretty cool.
What is this?
ESPN does this altcast. There's at least the second year they did it. Last year they did it as Simpsons characters, but they somehow they do it with like AI or some animation program or whatever, but it mimics the game happening. I think Dan Orlovsky and Mina Kimes and I forget who else is on the call, maybe Jeremy Fowler. I don't know, but there's a whole nother like broadcast happening. Yeah. And they did it this year in the Monsters Inc. style. And Swag and I did the pregame show for it.
Nice.
And we were monsters for the pregame show of the altcast. And I mean, I just love the beard.
That's great.
And then look at the eyebrows. They made sure not to
thick as shit. You already know. That's not Jason Kelce unless you throw some thick ass eyebrows on there.
Dude, this would be fun to just wear this as my outfit, though. Just get like a collar with a.
In a heart-wrenching moment that left fans worldwide reaching for tissues, Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce broke down in tears on the latest episode of the New Heights podcast, his voice cracking as he poured out his soul about fiance Taylor Swift. Hosted alongside brother Jason, the episode, titled Hearts on the Line, turned from football banter to brutal vulnerability faster than a Swift-era's tour setlist change. I look at her, and it's like, damn, how'd I get this lucky? Travis choked out, eyes glistening under the studio lights. The 6 feet 5 inches tight and, usually a fortress of gridiron grit, crumbled as he recounted the night he proposed under a starry Kansas sky, Taylor's yes echoing like a game-winning touchdown. She's my everything, my calm in the chaos, my spark in the spotlight. Jason, ever the rock, wrapped an arm around his sibling, whispering, "Hey, big bro's got you," as silent tears streamed down both Kelce faces. It was brotherly love at its rawest, a reminder that even NFL legends need a shoulder. Swifties and Chiefs Kingdom alike are buzzing. Is this the prelude to wedding bells? Teasers hint at exclusive clips from Taylor herself, spilling secrets on their whirlwind romance. But one question lingers. What's next for this power couple? Tune in next week. You won't want to miss the encore.